If you're studying movie directing, I strongly recommend you watch this movie. It's everything you should never do to your franchise. This is just a massive dump on the X-Men name. It is so terrible. All the side characters that should be main characters are all just thrown around like pieces of craps, like they don't freaking matter. Also, the villain has like no motives, just like no reason to care about them. They're so boring and lame. I hope I never have to watch that movie ever again. Never in my life did I ever think I would almost cry over a movie unintentionally. This movie was so disappointing. I loved this movie when it first came out, but when you grow older, you start to realize how terrible these movies are. This movie stomps on my heart and dances over like it's got nothing. So much potential it threw in the trash can just because they wanted some quick cash grab money. I would normally state the reasons why this movie is so terrible right here, but honestly, that would take a few hours. This movie is so terrible.
Not good.
Don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Are you sweet talking me? Oh.
Can I please move on already? This movie sucks.
Toys. What?
Ha ha ha, that was so funny. When I realized this movie was unintentionally a joke, it made me realize how humanity is slowly falling apart. I refuse to call this thing a movie. This is more of a tragedy. I say every year on its anniversary, we watch this movie and pay our respects to what could have been a fantastic movie, or should I say, an incredible movie. What's actually wrong with this movie besides it existing? Well, terrible characters, terrible freaking settings, terrible pacing, boring actors, just everything with this movie is terrible. But I will say this Hulk is like a million times better than the MCU one. Yeah, that's right, I said it, you MCU. I caught myself laughing a lot during this movie because it was actually pretty funny, but like, I was like, wait, this is a Marvel movie being funny, but I realized it's not a Marvel movie, it wasn't made by Marvel, so that explains why it's pretty funny to me. But like, this movie is terrible to where that's why I think it's a good, like, this movie is good because it's terrible, if that makes any sense. It's a terrible movie, and that's why it's good. There are a crap ton of cringy parts in this movie, and also the villain is terribly written, some Indian dude who wants to live in space. Wow, great motive, bro. Anyway, there is this one part where there's a motorcycle chase scene, and the scene drags on for so long that, like, it was so, like, it just wanted to show you Venom's abilities, but it basically did the same thing over and over. And that chase scene felt like it was 40 minutes. That felt like the scene was never gonna get an end, for Christ's sake. Oh, and the last fight scene was freaking crap. Do I really have to do this? Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to play one of the most underrated characters of all time? I knew you would. Don't worry, lad. We'll give you a great CGI suit and a great story.
It's beautiful. You're welcome, Canada.
Terrible CGI, terrible pacing, terrible freaking plot, terrible side characters, terrible villain, terrible freaking... This movie's terrible! This movie can have right off. This movie is so terrible. It is an embarrassment to mankind. This movie deserves to freaking get destroyed and freaking deleted in our systems. This movie doesn't even get its own character right. It doesn't even know Spider-Man's morals. It is so bad. The fact that this thing is even in my video disgusts me. It's so terrible. The reason it's high up is because these other two movies are even worse than this piece of crap. I freaking hate this movie. You don't even know who Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is so easy, get it right. Plus, the whole purpose is to kill off a stupid girlfriend. Well, those are some brain cells I'll never be getting back. In case you didn't know a dishwasher could be a superhero, here we have Captain Marvel and her trusty sidekick, Mr. Clean. That one chick. Now listen here, fellow human being. Do you like woman? What was that? You said yes. Get in the freaking car, you freaking rapist. These people were so focused on making a girl movie that they forgot how to write a character in the first place. It's a mix of a freaking funny character and a serious character and a kind of a dumb character to where they can't even balance it out, and it was obviously out of place. It was very stupid. Every good part about this movie is from a side character. I guarantee you, every good part from this movie is from a side character. If you're trying to prove a point about woman, at least make a good movie, for Christ's sake. Okay, I know where this movie's budget went. This movie was trying to go in different directions. It wanted to be an edgy, cool superhero thing, and then it had like too many like side things kept on forgetting about. It had a crappy clown villain that would make fart jokes and stuff. It was really stupid, and also most of the scenes, I mean, his suit looks pretty cool. It's practical, I think that's why. But the action scenes look terrible because they wasted like their budget in the freaking intro. It was really stupid. Also, the freaking plot of this movie makes no goddamn sense. So the devil has an army of freaking demons and he wants Spawn to lead them, but he secretly doesn't want them to lead them. So he has this clown trying to kill him, but he doesn't kill Spawn himself because he wants them to lead him, but he doesn't want them to lead them. What? And then the movie forgot that also Spawn wanted revenge on this dude who killed him in the first place. They completely forgot about that, and they had to choose if they wanted to go which one, so they somehow stuffed it together in a really messy way. Spawn deserves better. This thing right here, this disgusting creature of a movie should not exist. DC was doing crap. They had Suicide Squad. They had freaking Batman v Superman. No one liked those movies. No one likes those movies. So they decided Marvel was doing good, right? The Thor Ragnarok, blah blah blah, all these good movies. So DC was like, no, screw that crap. Let's make our freaking own movie. They made their freaking Justice League without making all their solo movies. Only the Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. This movie has terrible CGI, terrible writing. It shouldn't even exist. It is an embarrassment. It is literally considered the worst movie of all time, not even for comic book films. This thing should not exist. It is disgusting. The fight scenes in this movie looks like they were made from a freaking FX app downloaded on the Play Store and got a green screen from YouTube, made on the world's first computer and copied and pasted it into the freaking movie. This movie should not exist.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about